Is resting players a bad look for the NBA? And Perk will be back with us in just a minute. We'll get his take.
I definitely think it's a bad look at this juncture. I just don't think that Damian Lillard is the example to use. Damian Lillard has never played less than 66 games in a season in his career. He is not somebody who's accustomed to missing games. Last year, I think he had the abdominal injury or whatever it was, or the abductor. I forget what it was off the top of my head. But he had that injury, and he only played 29 games. That was the exception, not the rule. Damian Lillard plays. Damian Lillard prides himself on being available, and especially for the city of Portland and for the Blazers organization. So he's not to be questioned. But from a general perspective, it's clearly an issue. And the public has spoken. All-Star game rating was an atrocity, and that was an exhibition game. And we all know they played no defense and showed no effort, and as a result, the ratings suffered from it. But the public has made it very, very clear. As I explained to J.J. Redick the other day, it may not be most, it's certainly not all, but enough stars appear to have a laissez-faire attitude when it comes to missing games. And it's not just the players, it's the coaches and the organizations that's trying to get a return on their investment, and they force these guys to sit out too. And the public has taken notice. Now, the players are in the eye of the storm because they're the ones that are supposed to be out on the court. So when they're not there, obviously the fans feel the effect of it, and they're the ones that receive the ire of the fans. But the owners and the organizations, ultimately the fans are going to begin to hit, the NBA where it counts. And that's in their wallet, because you've got people. Anthony Edwards said it best, and I give him a lot of love for this statement that he made during All-Star Weekend. He said, listen, man, you've got people that's coming to a game, and it's the only game of the year they can afford, looking to see their favorite player. And when you don't see him, it's a disappointment. Just play. Just go out there, whatever it takes, whatever you got, give it to them. And you see far too many players appearing to have a nonchalant attitude about it. And the optics of it look so bad that it's beginning to hurt the NBA, and I bet it will continue. I'm telling you, it's not something to be ignored. And even some of the players notice it and admit it themselves.
Perk, where are you on this, on players resting as a former player, former champion?
You know what? I hear all the old school guys, all the guys that played for us, and they call our league soft, right? And not just from a physicality standpoint, but from a mental standpoint. And I said this the other day when I was talking about the Atlanta Hawks. And guys today, when it comes down to their mental toughness, are softer than funeral home music. And when I say that, Molly, I say that to say this. It's starting to get beyond disrespectful, not only to the fan base that's out there, but it's starting to get disrespectful, where it is disrespectful to the guys that paved the way for guys today to be getting paid $35 to $50 million a year. Okay, you had guys like Bill Russell and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan. Those guys were available. Those guys showed up to work. Michael Jordan showed up to work. And they paved the way for guys today to be getting paid top dollars. And now what's happening is that these guys are doing a disservice, the players and the organization, to a standpoint, is doing a disservice to the next generation that's coming up. Because what's going to happen is when they get to the CBA, they're going to come up with a Ben Simmons rule. They're going to come up with a James Harden rule. They're going to come up with a Kyrie Irving rule, a Kevin Durant rule. And it's crazy because all you are getting to do, first of all, this is what you signed up for. You signed up to get paid top dollar and to play the game of basketball and to be available. To be available. That's not asking too much. And then the last thing, I will not let the San Antonio Spurs and Greg Popovich off the hook on this one, because they the ones who started this entire load management thing. Blood is all over their hands. They are the ones who started this, and they need to take a lot of blame for this, because they were the ones who set the bar and the standard for the league and how to base your culture and how to do things the right way and how to build from the ground up and how to draft and how to get players through the draft and win multiple championships and have all these great things. They also was the ones who started load management. So when it comes down to it, yes, it's very disrespectful to the fan base, but it's also disrespectful to all the players that paved the way for guys today to be in the position that they in for us getting paid top dollar to go out there and hoop every single night.
Kendrick Perkins is absolutely right. And I can't believe some NBA fans defend the players for this embarrassment in today's league. You're telling me a healthy player can't play 60 to 70 games a season? You're getting paid $40 to $50 million a year. These are the biggest contracts we've seen in NBA history, hell, in sports history, with the most advanced medical and training staff, and you can't play the games? Adam Silver made one of the dumbest comments I've ever heard when he said this wasn't a problem and he doesn't want to risk player health by making them play games they don't want to. What a joke. Why even have the games then? If it's too risky to play basketball, then don't have fans pay money for tickets to watch the players play. And don't pay them $50 million to play a sport that's too dangerous. Anthony Davis has been day-to-day for 3 years. Kawhi Leonard tells his team before the season even starts that he's gonna miss half the year, whether they like it or not. And he's gonna get his full contract too. Ben Simmons took a year off because he was scared to play basketball and still got a settlement from the 76ers. So he still got millions of dollars and he didn't play a single game. For years now, the NBA's ratings have been crashing, and it's because the players want to be more famous, make more money, while putting in less work. Before, the players didn't give a shit about that. They only wanted to win and do well at their sport, and the rest just came with it. Now, it's all about the lifestyle, and no one cares about the actual game. And the fans are starting to notice. The NBA is in trouble. The next CBA, the owners are gonna want revenge, and just wait. The players are gonna cry about it. You're gonna see everyone about the new CBA and how the owners are evil, but in reality, they did it to themselves. Even in the last CBA, the players were disappointed in the outcome, and they got equal revenue sharing, 50-50 with the owners. I guess they just want all the revenue and they don't want the owners to even exist. But now, the owners are gonna take some of that money back, and they're gonna start adding stipulations to these insane contracts. So that way they can guarantee that their players are actually going to play basketball. And who can blame them? The players did it to themselves. But that's just what I think. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the NBA's load management problem. And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more NBA content just like this. And I will see you in the next upload.